I have a very good friend of mine right here, Derek Mandell, on the couch, talking about everything that's going on with Run Guam, of course, your company. Now, one of us here was a former Olympian, and it ain't me, so always a pleasure to talk to one of Guam's most cherished athletes and doing good things with organizing this amazing athletic event, which is truly international.
Yeah, it's a great event to be a part of, representing as a race ambassador as well as helping with the products that they're going to share.
Oh, very cool. So. And you're always involved in this kind of thing, either as a direct participant or now as an administrator / ambassador.
Yeah, I've been around the sport my whole life, so it's it's something ingrained in me.
Okay, and the reason why we have you in here is because there's a deadline that people do not want to miss, and it's coming up very, very soon. So please educate me on that.
Yeah, so the registration, or one of the cutoffs for the registration rates is on January 31st. If you register before January 31st, you can actually personalize your race bib. So it'll still have your standard race number, but below it you can put your name or whatever phrase you want to put.
I like that. You know, the very first 5K I ever did, the number they gave me completely randomly was 911.
Oh, nice.
I was like, this can't be good.
Did you end up having to use that number?
No, I didn't even finish the race because, like I was me. But in more important fashion, so if you personalize it, you can actually put your name, put a little design on it or something like that?
Yeah, not a design. You can put your whatever, I'm not sure what the text maximum is, but you can put like your first name, your last name, or
that is super
some
cool.
Hashtag. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, never mind design. If I can get a hashtag, I'm good to go. Hashtag blessed.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so UGM is an event where every single year when it goes on, it's always bigger and better. There's more things to do. It's this amazing experience for anybody who's involved in it. What do you guys have this year where you guys are basically going to blow people's socks off?
Well, this year, like at least what I'm involved in, with Run Guam, we're providing the official merchandise. So when you go to the race expo within the couple of days before the event, the official United Guam Marathon merchandise would be Run Guam.
Very cool.
So
I want to talk about that for just a moment because your brand is very, very established now. Everybody knows Run Guam now. It's everybody's favorite because you guys have really nice, appealing design, speaking about design, but then it's also incredibly well built and it's incredibly functional. So, whether you're a novice runner just picking it up or you're someone like yourself where you're competitive and this is actual critical gear that you're using to participate in a competitive event. So tell me about your process about putting merch together.
Well, it's every time we release a product, we try to improve it on the previous version. So, we've had some hiccups here and there, but we've taken everybody's input, suggestions, and try to make the next one the perfect one. But obviously there's something that's always going to have to improve on. Well,
and a runner of your caliber yourself, it's like you actually wouldn't use the gear unless it would benefit you. So I mean, if it works for you, it can work for anybody.
Yeah, no, I always have to product test it before we release it, and yeah, there were some prototypes that I went through that weren't runner friendly, and so I had to bear that burden.
Well, it gets your personal stamp of approval, so the stuff's legit.
Yeah, no,
Very
I've
cool.
had some blisters on.
Okay, so what else can you tell people about how to register? Can they do so online, or do they have to show up in person, and how much?
You can register online. Website's UnitedGuamMarathon.com, I believe. You can double check that. But yeah, you can register online, and if you register before the 31st, like I said, you can personalize your bib. So.
Do you know off the top of your head how many runners we had last year?
I do not. I wish I could guess.
I know it's several thousand.
It's increased every year, I believe. So probably combined close to, I would like to say about 4,000 to 5,000.
Okay, very nice. Okay, and now let's talk about route, because for people that have always been on the fence about whether I should participate or not, if this is going to be their first time, where's the start point, and where exactly do you go around the island?
The start point for all races is right in front of the GVB office, right down in Tumon, in front of Ipao Beach. So you start there, you head up towards JFK Hill, and depending on what distance you run, your turnaround is going to be different. So you go southbound on Marine Drive. And 5K turnaround is, I believe, where right before Ipao Road intersection is. 10K turnaround is by Lupang Park. And then the half marathon, that's where it starts to get a little farther. I think it's a little past outer loop.
The half marathon being 13.1 miles, the full being...
Yeah, so 13.1 for the half marathon and 26.2 for the full.
Ooh, you just say that number like very arbitrarily, and 26.2 miles. It's like...
Yeah, no.
I don't think I've walked 26.2 miles this year.
Yeah, no, it's runners are a little bit different, so we gotta finish it somehow.
Okay, and now for training tips for people that are getting involved in this, especially for the first timers and everything like that. They've got a few months to get ready. What should they be doing as far as diet, breathing, getting out and like running, and how should they pace themselves?
Well, depending on what race you run, it's a good idea to start training now.
Yeah.
If you haven't. Probably focus more on running the duration that you expect to run versus the mileage. So if you plan to run a 5K in 30 minutes, probably do some training 30 minutes at a time.
Does it behoove people to run the actual course route, or is 13.1 miles 13.1 miles?
Well, the course is actually pretty tough on the way back, starting probably at Camp Watkins intersection. There's a slight incline that you don't notice when you're driving.
Yeah.
And when you're running, like 20 miles, you can feel that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I probably would suggest people to practice on hills because there are hills in this race, and you don't have to train on the course, but it would help if you're familiar with the area. Okay, well, we are just scratching the surface, everybody, on what's going on with the United Guam Marathon. Derek and his band of many, many people putting this event together are going to be back throughout the race season until we reach the race, which is in third week of April? Second week,
April 14th.
Of April.
Okay, second weekend of April.
Yes.
And that is going to be awesome, and you are going to hear all about it. So, Derek, a pleasure as always. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right. And we will see you guys on the flip side of this break.
The great thing about technology isn't about how big, fast, or clever it is.
It's about delivering connections that empower people to achieve things.